Mike with Asymmetrical Preparedness. Today I'm talking about mutual assistance groups, tribes, neighbors, community. But first off, if you guys like the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, comment below, ring the bell notification thing, do the things to support the channel. I really appreciate all you guys that do. You guys know, we talk me and channels like me talk about the algorithm all the time. It doesn't like people like me, it doesn't like people like you. So anything you can do to help out is awesome. Also, quick thanks to TJ for shouting out the channel on his daily brief as of, it was the 5th, his daily brief on the 5th. I really appreciate that, TJ. You rock. I love your briefs. Very informative, lots of good intel. Man, I wish I had time to go through all that stuff and have have some people helping me behind the scenes like you do. But thanks for what you do. It's really appreciated, and you're putting out good information. That's awesome. I don't have the time to do anything like that, but I'm really glad that you do, and you have some people helping you out. Yeah, channel's rocking. We're gaining subscribers like crazy, doing the things, and about mags, teams, tribes, community. I have recently, been talking with some neighbors, which are, we all have, all our houses around here are on property and stuff like that, so it's not like we're stacked up in a neighborhood. But made contact with my closest neighbor. Turns out he's a prepper. That was an awesome story. Yeah, so we went over there and, to check on him going into town. He's a little bit older than me. He's not old, but, see how, him and his wife are doing, making sure they're okay and stuff like that. And he's like, oh yeah, we're good for a little, we're good. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. Yeah, we're good for a while. We're just shelter in place and staying put. He's like, yeah, we're good for a while. He's like, I think I could probably stay put for a year. And I'm like, oh, awesome. He's got a massive garden, raised beds, greenhouse. He was building a chicken coop when I was talking to him to add the chickens he just bought. And I'm turning one of my sheds into a chicken coop. That's one of my new projects. So we're going to probably start off with 10 chickens. So, because we got to have protein and those good fats, along with all the gardening we've been doing lately. So it's awesome. My closest neighbor is a prepper. That's awesome. And then there's another place where they're putting in a new house. Swung by there because they're doing a bunch of work out there, moving earth and stuff like that, and cutting down trees and stuff like that, clearing a bunch of land. So I went up there and I'm like, oh, hey, I was just curious, if you guys had if you had extra topsoil laying around or something like that. He's like, well, no, actually we're having a bunch brought in. But he's like, but I got a source where we can get it for free. I can hook you up. And I'm like, sweet, more raised bed and stuff like that, raised bed material and stuff for my garden. So that's really awesome. And he had a bunch of chickens. There's no house built there, but a bunch of property. They have gardens laid out. They have chickens. I was like, he's a gun guy. Awesome. He's a big hunter. He had hunting dogs running around like crazy. They had quads, running around like with their kids running around on quads. Good. So yeah, we're making some good contacts. He also let me know if he need anything. I let him know if he needed anything. I also told him that because it's they don't live up there full time, so it's just a wire rope gate leading up to their property. I tell him I keep an eye on it. I've actually shooed away a couple suspicious looking vehicles. Sorry if the camera's shaking. It's a little chilly out here. It was really nice over there in the sun. Here, let me walk down here so I can kind of stand in the sun while I talk to you guys. But yeah, we're adding new raised bed. I'm building the chicken coop, and it's really good to interface with neighbors and people. Like, if you live in a neighborhood, you got backyards and you're out in the backyard, they're out in the backyard, just, shout out over the fence. Hey, how you doing, neighbor? How you guys doing? You guys need anything? Can we help you out with anything? Just, it's a good time to get to know people, to start making those connections. It may build into something better. It may build into something bigger. At least if you start building the relationships, then you may have people that at least you can rely on, maybe. Or just, it's also good just to talk to people, because we're not going around people more often. Nowadays we're sheltering in place, we're social distancing, all this stuff like that. So take any opportunity. You know, from your yard to their yard. You know, you got plenty of distance between you. You're not sitting there on top of, you know, right next to each other. But talk to them, say hi, ask them if they need anything, if you can help them with anything. You know, stuff like that. Offer help. That's a good way to, you know, to start talking to people, getting to know them. You know, when you're out in your front yard, whatever your situation may be, or you pass people in the hall in your apartment complex. I'm not sure everybody's dynamic, you know, or if you're out in your property, people are walking by when you go check the mailbox. You know, I got to walk down to the mailbox and check it, and you know, say hi to people. Just, you know, just be friendly. This is, you know, people are changing a little bit. I noticed people are more friendly from what I've seen in my area. But I live in Washington State, yes, very liberal state, but my county is very conservative. It's always 100% red. So that's a good thing. People around here, I'm not saying there's not, you know, I'm not saying liberals are mean or bad people. You know, they can be nice also. I'm not trying to say that. Please don't take it that way. Even if we don't agree politically, that's okay. We can still, you know, human beings are, you know, we are who we are, and we need to take care of each other, love each other, and, you know, be good to each other. We don't have to agree on everything. We don't have to agree on politics. We don't have to agree on religion, you know, but we can still get along as people. And, you know, this is a good time, like I said, to get out, talk to people, build relationships that may, you know, if this turns into a long-term event and we never get back to the norm or even a new norm, whatever, those are relationships we need to be fostering now. And especially when we're out doing the things. You know, if you're out gardening, talk to your neighbor. Hey, Fred, you know, are you putting in a garden yet? No. Oh, okay. Well, you know, we just figured, you know, hey, you know, because it's, you know, it seems like grocery stores are kind of, you know, emptier nowadays. We're just going to kind of grow some of our own food, you know, plus it's good for us. Or just say, hey, I think it's good to grow healthy, natural, whole foods for our family, you know, so that we have good nutrition. And it's fun, you know, either fun for you or fun for you if you guys have kids or whatever. And it's therapeutic, also say, and it gives you something to do when you're sheltering in place. You can approach all those different aspects, try to encourage other people to do the things. And if he is, or they are, she is, whatever, if they are gardening, you know, talk about gardening. Maybe they know a lot. Maybe you can learn from them, or you can teach them, whatever, vice versa, you know, or you can learn together. There's so many opportunities. I mean, this is a time where, yes, it's a scary time, yes, it's a tough time, but it's a good time. There's so many opportunities out there. Sorry, my camera's still shaking a little bit. Like I said, it's a little chilly still. It's starting to warm up here and get better weather, but yeah, this is such a good time to, you know, to foster things like that. Even though, yeah, we can't be around people as often. We can't be close. We can't have them over inside our houses and stuff like that. There's still a lot we can do, and a lot we can try to help other people with. Help people online, you know. Learn new skills, go to YouTube channels. There's a lot of good YouTube channels out there. I know that recently I'd like Magic Prepper, Sensible Prepper, Lady Prepper. I mean, there's, gosh, Prepping in Progress, NWA Prepper. There's so many channels I'd love to do a shout out for, because there's so many good people out there putting out good content. TJ, of course, you know, Pastor Joe, Viking Preparedness. There's so many good people. Rod at Yankee Survival he changed his name to. Yeah, so just check out good people. Don't do fear porn, please. You know, that's why I recommend, you know, the channels that I do. Good people. There's a lot of good channels out there. You know, I humble myself because you know, I do what I do here, and I'm having pretty good success. I love it. You guys are awesome. And a channel doing really well, but there's a lot of other good people out there. Check them out. Give them love. Comment in there or subscribe to them. You know, spread the love. And prep a little every day, like I talk about. Fitness is key. This is time where you can get out and just do push-ups, crunches, sit-ups, you know, walks, runs, rucks, all these different things. I have a video on fitness if you want to check it out. It's just in the search bar on my page. Just type in fitness and you'll find it. It's like 32 minutes long. It's my longest video ever, and it's one of the videos with the least number of hits. or views, because it's just not as exciting as, COVID-19 update, the world's falling apart, world's ending kind of thing, but it's really important that we stay healthy, and it is vital in this. You guys want to, survive this. Physical fitness is part of it, as well as mental and spiritual fitness. Those are both very important, and what you eat, your overall health. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope that you are doing the things. I hope you're, like I said, prepping a little every day, and prepping out of peace of mind, out of fear, even though these are scary times. I know these are scary times, but keep a level head, stay positive, and yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I'm so blessed by you guys. And if you want to, check us out on Patreon. We're getting some new patrons and stuff like that, so we're putting out good content there. I've been doing updates on the chicken coop and raised beds and different things, and I go over tactical stuff there also. There's a wide variety. Prepping is such a big topic. You can cover so many different things can apply to prepping. But I love you guys, and blessings to you and yours.